Good afternoon, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here, and I wanted to make another video to give you an update on what's going on with my cancer diagnosis. And so, in yesterday's video, I was saying that I got a letter from the surgeon. And the surgeon said that he was waiting to get the results of the her2 test to see if it was positive. And they said that if the her2 test was positive, then I would have to take chemotherapy before I had surgery. So last night, or yesterday afternoon, I rang the breast cancer nurse and they never came back to me. And so this morning, I rang the breast cancer nurse. I have two numbers that I can use to get a hold of the breast cancer nurse, so I'm not sure exactly what number that I used. But anyway, so I was on my way to work and the breast cancer nurse phoned me. And fortunately, I was in the hospital, so I was able to just stand in the hall and talk to her because she said, "Is it a good time to talk?" And I said, "Yes," because I would rather talk to her in the hall than going to work and talk to her at work and have people hear this conversation, because I haven't told people at work yet about the diagnosis, and I'm not going to tell them until I have to. And then basically she said that my biopsy had been sent to Oxford. So I guess they have a better lab in Oxford, I'm not sure. But it was sent to Oxford to get clarification on some things. And I had to phone back on Tuesday, a week from today, to get the results. And then, but the thing is that I'm supposed to go to radiology and have a marker put in the tumor, and that's going to be on the 25th of this month. So I still don't know if I'm going to have the operation or not in May. It looks like I'm not going to have it because she said that the test didn't come back negative and they had to send it to Oxford to get clarification on some things. So if the her2 test isn't negative, then that's telling me that it's leaning towards positive. So, and I don't know why they sent it to Oxford, but I guess Oxford has a better lab. And so they're testing it out in Oxford, and I don't know what they're doing, but they just want to get clarification on some things. So I've been pretty much upset all day today because apparently the her2 positive is a more aggressive type of cancer and it spreads more quickly. And that's why they're saying that if you're her2 positive, you have to have chemotherapy before you have the surgery because it is such an aggressive type of cancer. So I've been a bit upset all day today because I was just hoping that I could have the operation and take time off work to have the operation and then get radiation, and that would be the end of it. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It looks like this is actually going to be chemotherapy. And then, so if that's the case, I've got to find out how long this chemotherapy is going to last, because I've got to make arrangements at work. Now, the thing is that one of the booklets that they gave me concerning cancer, they said that you don't have to tell your work that you've got cancer. But they said if your work has to make reasonable accommodations for you if you have cancer. So I would have to make arrangements to work at different working hours if I've got chemotherapy, I would have to make arrangements to work different hours to be able to do my hours and do the chemotherapy. And that's my plan. That's what my plan is. And so I hope they're not going to be awkward because I can't do anything about it. I have to get the therapy. I have to get the treatment that they say I need. Otherwise, I'm not going to be around much longer. And the thing about the her2 positive is it's more aggressive and it spreads more quickly and it has a higher rate of recurrence. So that's not very good for me, which it's still, I looked it up today and it still has a very good 5-year survival rate. And that's the way they gauge cancer. They say that if you're still alive in 5 years, what the survival rate is. So I don't know what my survival rate is going to be, but it looks like they told me that I'm not HER negative. That's one thing that she did say over the phone. So it looks pretty likely that I'm HER positive and I'm going to have chemo. And so I just wanted to update you on my cancer diagnosis. And so that means a week from today, I've got to ring them up and get my get the results of the biopsy. But we already have a good idea what the results are going to be because they said they had to send it to Oxford for clarification. So, I try to be positive, or not really. I'm not trying to be positive. I'm just trying not to be negative because I have to be careful what I say because my boyfriend is really upset. So I have to make sure that I don't say anything that's going to make him even more upset. But, I have been planning my future. So I think I've talked enough about this HER2 diagnosis. So I'm going to conclude the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching my video and taking an interest in my cancer diagnosis.